Alright, so it's Andrew and Logan here from OnePlus Armor, and we're going to be doing an unboxing today. So these guys came out last October, I think. We got the Maggoth Lord and the Glottkin. These coincided with the Glottkin End Times book release. A couple of big Nurgle baddies for you to look at, so we'll just do the unboxing, let you have a look at the sprues and stuff. Let's start with this guy.
Yeah, start out with the Maggoth Lord. So, it's a pretty big kit. It's only 2 sprues. I'll just slide these out here. So, with this you can make all of the 3 different riders. They're all basically the same model, just in slightly different forms. Let's pull the box over here. There we go. So you can do Orgots, who is the guy on the front here. So he's riding the dude with the 2 mows, and he's got the axes. Or you can do the other 2 guys. We've got Morbidex Twiceborn down at the bottom, who's a Nurgling, and that's the dude with the 3 tongues on the big beast. And then up top you've got Below Barat spawned, and basically he's a mini, sort of like stone thrower guy, I guess, and a wizard.
Yeah, he's like your wizard guy.
But they're all based off the same kit. The only difference is the heads and then the actual torso of the riders. So with this you can build all of them and even just magnetize the rider. Wargaming for Fun had a great tutorial on that for how to magnetize it, so check them out. Put a link down below. Overall, the quality on the minis for this, again, is just fantastic. Like, Games Workshop has done a great job. There's a huge level of detail in each of these, down to little pustules or guts falling out, like you can see in that bit there. So it's pretty good. They're really easy to put together, I found. I've just been working through mine. And it's not too many pieces for the body, and the rest just goes in easily. They all line up pretty well. And then the other great thing about this is if you don't happen to have the book for Glottkin, all of the new models actually come with the rules in the back of the instruction booklet here. So you can just pick this up and be ready to play, even if you don't have the book.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So next up is the big guy, the Glottkin himself, or themselves, I guess. They're 3 brothers in the fluff. This was the sort of the main release of that End Times release. And this is also another pretty sweet kit. So it comes here in this. It's another 2 sprue one, but like, as you can see, hopefully, most of these 2 sprues are just the Glottkin. Like, it's a huge model. Stands on one of these monstrous 100 by 150 bases. Again, the rules for it are in the back, in multiple languages too. But again, like, just tons of detail on them. You know, like the horns, and I don't know if you can see that. That's his butt. It's pretty funny. There are a couple options for the riders. So the 2 brothers, there's a fighty guy and a wizard guy on top, and there's like a couple head options for the fighty guy and different things for the wizard to hold, I think. I actually haven't had a chance to really read the instructions for this yet, but from the people I've talked to, it seems to go together pretty easy, even though there is, like, you know, a ton of bits on here. And yeah, another great kit.
Yeah. And one thing to not underestimate with these, like, they are expensive kits, but they are enormous. Glottkin is, what, almost 9 inches tall?
Yeah.
Like, it's huge. It's almost the size of an Imperial Knight. And the Maggoth Lords are about 6 or 7 inches with the rider. They're really, really big models.
Yeah, and at the same time too, like, at least with the Glottkin, he's, I think, around 800 points. You know, that's a good size of your army right there, so.
Yeah, and we had a game not too long ago with Chris Haynes from Canhammer where he was running Glottkin, and he played a few games with it. And, you know, you hear a lot of bad shit about Glottkin just because of his initiative and some weird stat lineup. But for 800 points, he seems to be pretty balanced around that.
Yeah, he's a solid guy as long as, you know, you're not hitting purple suns all the time. But otherwise, he's really fighty. You know, he's your level 4. And he counts as a monster, so you got stuff like Thunder Stomp. And he gives bonuses to friendly Nurgle units within 12, they can reroll their charge distances if they fail. So that, with warriors at least, that's a huge deal because it helps you get those chariots and other units in quicker or more reliably, I guess. So yeah, that's the 2 kits. Hopefully Logan and I can get some time to get them together and start having them in some battle reports, but we'll see. We got some other things coming up. Canadian Shield is this weekend, so January 31st and February 1st, there's a fantasy game and
It's fantasy 40K and War Machine. Fantasy is running pretty much low comp, no comp, except for a couple end times characters. 40K is using the BAO and Las Vegas Open rule set, and War Machine is a hardcore tournament, whatever that means.
Yeah, they got their own official rules, so you War Machine kids know what it means.
Yep. So that's coming up January 31st, February 1st, and then we've got our Swords and Magic event, February 21st at FDB in Gatineau. And check out the website, oneplusarmor.com or oneplusarmor.ca, and all the details are up there.
Yeah, right now we're capped out at 18 people, but if you let us know you're interested, like potentially people could drop out, so we will set up a waiting list for that. And that won't be our first, so we'll probably do a few a year. So we'll let you know in advance for the next ones. Anyways, as always, watch the Can Hammer podcast. They're sort of our sister group, and we do a lot of stuff with them, and they hit a lot of tournaments and stuff too. So they're a good listen, and I guess we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.